What's up, Story Geeks? It's Sherer, author of the time travel novel Time Slingers, which is my shirt today. I'm rocking the merch, and co-host of the Story Geeks podcast. Today, I'm coming at you with one of my daily journals. These are things that I think about on a daily basis that I'm bringing up to you and having a conversation with you about. If you want early access to this content, go check out the Story Geeks Club. The link is down below. We'd love to have you as a member of our exclusive club. You get access to a bunch of benefits and rewards, so that'd be really fun to have you. I'm doing a series called Why You Like It or Why You Don't Like It. As a writer, I like to have discussions about stories in a way that explains what makes the story really compelling or what makes the story kind of lame. And I'm going to talk specifically about some of the storytelling aspects, things that writers could do or don't do that make stories more challenging for us to like or make us really love them. Today is going to be about The Rocketeer, why you like it, and there may be a bunch of other reasons that you have that you like it or dislike it, and then you get a chance to have a conversation with me about what that looks like and what I got wrong or what I missed and what you think I really got right. So let's just dive into it. I'm going to start with personal preference or ideology. What are some of the things that you just kind of prefer? There's not a storytelling reason that it comes up, but you just happen to prefer stories that are like The Rocketeer. So let me give you some examples of what that looks like, at least in my world. I think if you like adventure stories, if you like Indiana Jones, you are really likely to also like The Rocketeer. It's a very similar story, a very similar setting. But a lot of people find adventure stories to be too escapist, and they want something that's more, has more depth to it. That's totally fine. That's just kind of a personal preference. Another thing is historical fiction. This takes place in the 1930s. I love stories that take place in the 1930s. So guess what? I happen to gravitate towards this type of content a little bit more. I also really love aviation. And so The Rocketeer is all about aviation. Therefore, I like it a little bit better because of that. You let me know. Do you like those things too, or do you prefer other kinds of stories? So those are the personal preferences. Let's talk about the story itself and the way the story unfolds. Here are some things about The Rocketeer that I think are really good and I'm very positive about. First, we involve the FBI right away. A car chase between the FBI and the mafia. So there's this instant, you're in the 1930s. We know that in the 1930s, the mafia was very active. We don't necessarily know that they were active in this way. Obviously, there's no such thing as rocket packs, I don't think, at this point in time. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. The fact that there is a very real stakes associated with this rocket pack. The mafia wants it so badly, they're willing to die to get it. The FBI wants it so badly, they're willing to chase the mafia and potentially die themselves just to get to it. Thrilling chase scene to start out the movie. Obviously, Clifford, our hero, the Rocketeer, gets involved in that chase scene and ends up getting his plane shot down, right? A lot of cool stuff happening there. But we have very high stakes in the setup, and there's a life and death situation. That is really, really compelling from an adventure story that starts out right from the beginning with a very intense, very cool setup. Again, there's thrilling aviation taking place too. Like if you like aviation like I do, like that's phenomenal. That's probably why you like the setup of this story. Now, the stakes keep growing throughout Act 2. So one of the things you might notice about The Rocketeer is it keeps getting more and more intense. Because in Act 2, we're starting to learn that okay, wait, the Nazis are involved too? Okay, this is getting out of control. Which is great for a story because it keeps us really engaged. Also, we see the actor in the story, Neville Sinclair, which is a fantastic 1930s actor name, by the way. We see him hire this total goon to go chase after the lead character and try and get the rocket back from them, and is willing to kill in order to do that. So the stakes keep getting higher for those involved. It costs something to Clifford and Peavy. By the way, Peavy is a phenomenal character and he's instantly likable, which is also really good for the story. Peavy and Clifford are in danger, and Jenny's in danger too because they're involved in this scenario that involves the rocket pack, which means obviously the mafia are involved, the Nazis are involved, and the FBI is involved. It's very intense. There's massive shootouts. Jenny starts to have a relationship with Neville Sinclair without knowing how evil of a dude that he is. That makes for some relational drama between Clifford and Jenny because they're trying to fall in love, but Clifford's kind of irresponsible. And here's Neville Sinclair, and Jenny wants to be an actress. It's sort of a perfect connection for her. So lots of drama that exists, not just for the Rocket Pack, but also for some of the relationships. In an adventure film, increasing the stakes is always really good because we want to be kept on the edge of our seats as we want to know how the story unfolds. So this is fantastic. In Act 3, we get to see more of the Nazis right up front. The giant Zeppelin is cruising into Los Angeles. Clifford actually takes a very daring and very intentional step to save Jenny. He doesn't trust the FBI to save Jenny. He feels like he needs to step in and try and save Jenny. So he increases the stakes by going back and using the Rocket Pack. He uses the Rocket Pack to go save Jenny by confronting the Nazis. Again, raising the stakes and actually making us like him a little bit more, because a lot of what he's been doing has been neglecting Jenny, and now he's putting his life on the line to try and go save her. And finally, who does not want to see them fight the Nazis? The Nazis are one of the most diabolical organizations, one of the most diabolical political structures in modern day history. So by having them involved, it automatically raises the stakes and we want to see them defeated. In fact, we even see how much they're disliked because the mafia, who's getting paid by the Nazis through Neville Sinclair, when they realize that Neville Sinclair is actually a Nazi, they turn on Neville, which makes a lot of sense, makes us like them more, and gives us this kind of like feeling of, you know, that's the ultimate evil and we have to defeat them. If you like all of those things, if you like the increasing tension, if you like this battle between good and evil forces, if you like the fact that there's adventure around every corner, then you probably really like The Rocketeer. It's super fast paced. It takes place in the 1930s. It has a bunch of aviation involved at a period in time when aviation was getting more and more sophisticated. So for all of these reasons, these are the kind of things that make you like this story. There's a lot to like there. One more thing before I close out this video. We are doing an entire Disney Plus podcast channel. If you're gonna subscribe to Disney Plus, which I hope you are, we are. We're gonna be talking about all the content on Disney Plus, including The Rocketeer. The Rocketeer will be available on Disney Plus, and we will be doing a podcast on The Rocketeer on the Story Geeks Talk Disney Plus. Check out the description down below for a link to the Story Geeks Talk Disney Plus podcast channel, and definitely head over there and subscribe. Also, check out all the cool content at thestorygeeks.com, and before you leave me a comment down below. Do you like The Rocketeer or do you not like it, and why? Be sure to check out my next video on why you might not like The Rocketeer from a storytelling standpoint, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content just like this. Thanks for watching.